Here.
Mrs. Coombs?
Here.
Mr. Reitner?
Here.
Miss Anderson's on her way, and can you call Laura in, please? My phone. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thanks. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sam, she's calling me.
Okay.
You can't vote to excuse her or anything else till Heather gets here.
Yeah, we were just getting
Is
ready
everything is
to
a
call you
quorum?
now. I'm gonna put you on a
Four's a
speaker.
quorum.
with
It's not a-
everybody.
Is it?
Yeah,
Others
4's a
are
quorum.
members of your
We just
way.
may do emergency,
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
But Mayor will just,
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to excuse Mrs. Cobb.
That's not an
Call
emergency.
the meeting to order.
He
You made
said
a-
he
oh, you
wants
made
to
your
make
motion.
a
Is there a
motion.
second?
I'm putting you on speaker
Thank
right
you,
now.
guys. There's been a motion and seconded to excuse Mrs. Cochran from this evening's meeting. She is calling in by phone, however.
I'll second.
Sam
We already
seconded.
have it.
Roll call, please.
John and Cindy.
John.
Thank you. Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coombs?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm looking first for a motion to accept minutes from January 6th, 2025 council meeting and January 15th, 2025 special council meeting as presented. Not read, please.
I make a motion to accept the minutes from January 6, 2025 council meeting and January 15, 2025 special council meeting as presented and not read.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Coombs?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Thank you. We're looking next for a motion to accept purchase orders from January 1st, 2025 to January 17th, 2025 totaling $2,043,720.10 as presented and not read, please.
I'll make the motion to accept purchase orders from January 1st, 2025 to January 17th, 2025, totaling $2,043,720.10 as presented and not read.
I second.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Ed. Roll call, please.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coombs?
Yes.
Thank you. We're looking next for a motion to accept bills from January 1st, 2025 to January 17th, 2025, totaling $255,667.59 as presented and not read, please.
I'll make a motion to accept bills from January 1st, 2025 to January 17th, 2025, totaling $255,667.59 as presented and not read.
I second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coombs?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
We're looking next for a motion to accept November 2024 bank reconciliation report as presented and not read, please.
I'll make the motion to accept November 2024 bank reconciliation report as presented and not read.
I second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coombs?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to disperse with the regular order of business.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coombs?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, council. So tonight is a night of some celebration. We have some cookies over there. Usually it's cake and punch. Tonight it's cookies, coffee, and water. Sorry about that, but you're welcome to stay. I know it's cold, it's dark, and it's late, so you can leave after you get your award. But there's a lot to present tonight. I usually do it on the first meeting of the year, but that didn't happen. But thank you guys for coming this evening.
Mayor, do we have any more chairs? We got some.
Hey guys, Lori, you guys made it. The barn's good. Thank you. I was hoping.
Thank you, sir, by the way.
We don't.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim, Slim Pickens over here right now.
They're in
Sorry.
storage outside. Ain't nobody going out there.
So I'm gonna start off with my first award to present for longevity of a business in the village of Lakemore, and it is we're actually in the 11th year. Right, Brittany? Because we celebrated with the chamber.
Yeah.
We had a 10-year ribbon cutting, I believe in September, at your dance studio, which is the Modern Movement Dance Studio, and that is located right here next to Ideal Bakery in the village of Lakemore on Main Street. 10 years, actually 11 now.
Crazy.
I know it was short notice. I'm so thankful that you could come, and I want to thank you on behalf of the Lakemore Food Pantry and so many other groups and organizations that you help with food drives, clothing drives, fundraisers, all this stuff that you do for the community. You're exactly the kind of person and the kind of business that we cherish in Lakemore, and you help keep us moving, and we're thankful for you. So I have a celebrating 10 years of Modern Movement Dance Studio presented by Lakemore Mayor on January 21st, 2025. Congratulations and best wishes for continued service and success. So I'm here. Well, no, thank you. You're amazing. You're a great friend. You're a great friend to Lakemore. You want to get a picture for your picture?
All right.
Brittany, thank you.
I sleep in there too, but then people start talking.
Oh, go behind her. We just need like a scroll of light.
And
Pull up.
next, I will text you the addresses, Brian. But up next, I have a blessed opportunity for the second year in a row now. This is my 6th year as mayor, so I love starting these Volunteer of the Year awards, who's not back yet, by the way, but beautification awards. Where? I haven't seen him. Okay, here, thank you. Christmas light decorations and things like that. It's such an honor and privilege to drive around. I went around 3 times this Christmas, like looking at the homes to determine who would get the top, top prize, top 5, top 10, and that's always so fun. But I think my favorite thing to do is to go look at people's yards in the summertime, especially when I find one in a nook or hidden away that really brightens my day. And I'm that person that's, well, when I'm having a bad day, I like to go into nature. So like Mrs. Leibarger's yard, she got an award last year up here on Catherine. Yeah, I'll go up on the hill and just look at her yard, and it really brings happiness and joy is probably the easiest way to say it. So I really, I'm happy that I have 5 awards to give this evening for those homes and families who have amazingly beautiful yards. And some of these families have had yards so perfectly landscaped and manicured for my entire life, truly. The first award I have to give is to Beth Tenda. Beth, would you come forward, you and Mike? If you don't know her yard, she has received the top prize for Christmas decorations in the past, and she has a beautifully manicured yard right next to the church. She and her family live in the parsonage right next to Lakemore United Methodist Church on Flickinger Road, and they have always had such a beautiful yard and so full of flowers and a different variety of everything, and you're always adding to it, and it brings up, I told you, people think that we're doing that at the church. I didn't tell you, I wrote it in your card, I'm sorry, but sorry. Anyway, so many people compliment your yard, and they compliment the church on behalf of you, and it is a privilege to tell them, no, those are our friends. It's not our church doing that. It's Beth and her family. So, and Mike is our local, right, Tracy? He is our local dude. He is around there picking up the cardboard for the recycling bin, because he lives right there, and he doesn't like an eyesore either, just like you all don't when you call me to complain about it. So he is very quick to get down there and clean up for us, and we appreciate you. And the Lakemore Food Bank appreciates you, because that last penny is not getting away from you. We thank you. So I have a little bit of goodies. Let me make sure. Beth Tenda and family.
Thank you, Rich.
And this is an award that I had printed for you, and it says, Lakemore Mayor Richard Cole hereby presents this Lakemore Beautification Award to 1556 Flickinger Road for the outstanding landscaping and contributing to the beauty of the village of Lakemore in year 2024. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming tonight in the cold. Thank you. Oh yeah, get a picture of them. How excited Mike gonna be in the paper?
Gonna be a star, Mike.
Mike, you're gonna be famous, bud. Oh my word! So this is another beautiful home with a beautiful view of the lake, and I'm so happy and blessed to have them as neighbors on Sunnyside, where Sunnyside runs right into the lake. Actually, Sunnyside is a main thoroughfare, I would call it. It connects the lake with Sanitarium, and on the busiest corner, probably in the village, is where this home is located, and that's Mr. and Mrs. Whited, and they live at 2530 Lakeside Drive in Lakemore. And in the summertime, they will be out there, and you've been right there on that dangerous curve on your hands and knees, sweeping the pebbles into place so they are absolute perfection. You're amazing.
You're all numbered.
I don't know how you're able to do that, but nothing's ever out of place. I mean, unfortunately, because it's on that dangerous curve coming the other way, many people have awakened you with a tornado of activity crashing through your fence and knocking down trees. And with quickness, you replace them and have everything looking as beautiful as the day before. You guys are amazing people. Jim has served on our planning commission for many years, but you've always been supportive of so many good endeavors for the village of Lakemore. And thank you so much for keeping your home beautiful and for being the best neighbors you are. Thank you, guys. So I have Jim and Jimmy Whited.
In the bag.
You wanna hold your word?
Yeah.
Don't let him get all the glory.
I don't want it. It's them.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
I mean, there's not a leaf out of place in their yard.
Well, you know, for 25 years, we've been working at this, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's
Up
very
next,
nice.
Mr. and Mrs. Barnes at 1567 Wilson Avenue. Is that the right address? I hope. Thank you. Got it. Would you come forward, please? And I complimented Lori. If you don't know Lori, she works over here at the Farmer Boy, and I tell her repeatedly, thank you for having such a beautiful yard. Because if you don't know, I teach at Super Learning Center. And being a teacher these days is kind of hectic and rough. And again, when I'm having that bad day, I run across the hall to the art room, and I'll look out at their yard and say, life is good. So I imagine that you guys do that too, but it's quite commendable. And that's pretty recent that you renovated the whole lot. I mean, with the new driveway, new everything. Pictures, I mean, they have pictures hanging outside and artwork and flowers, and just gorgeous, you guys. Thank you for coming tonight, but would you come forward and get your award again? 1567 Wilson Avenue for outstanding landscaping and contributing to the beauty of the village of Lakemore. You guys are awesome. Thank you. And Mrs. Barnes, I asked her how she wanted it to read, so that's how I did it. Thank you, Mayor. Coming, guys.
I'd like to say though, it all started with me telling my wife, our grass in front, it humps up.
Perfect.
I need to level it off. So Drew's landscaping, Drew Barnes, my nephew.
Yeah.
He came over and leveled it off. I said, I just want to plant some grass out there. So he planted grass, and Lori says, wow, that looks nice. I think I want to add something to it.
Something. Oh my gosh.
Next thing you know,
I watched it happen. Yeah.
Here's Drew with his dump trailer out there with stones and more stones and more stones and plants. Plants. So
I love it.
So I went. I
love it.
thought it was just grass. She goes, I just added a touch. and Mayor Cole did say several times, he goes, that is really looking
Gorgeous.
I thank you for the
Hanging
compliment.
baskets and flowers
Oh, yeah.
and just,
Yeah.
Lori, you guys do a great job. Thank you. And you have a lot going on there, a big family and stuff happening all the time. So it's commendable that you work so hard. It's commendable that you find the time to do that.
Well, the big driveway, we call that the parking lot. The basketball court. We got 5 grandbabies now.
Yeah.
So they
Congratulations.
they just enjoy all that.
Yeah,
So,
you guys are blessed.
Thank you.
You guys
so
are
much.
blessed. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I'm not in the picture.
Oh, man, I don't want to be there.
I don't think they're marked boxes.
Oh. Well, okay. I'll just talk a little bit about Mr. and Mrs. Slusher. They, as long as I've been alive, I think they've resided in that house.
Yes.
And it is, yeah, they're your neighbor, John. Yeah, absolutely. And your mom and dad's neighbor from Valley Drive. 1360 Valley Drive. And it's the first home that you see as you cross over Adams Street and go into the valley. It's on the left. It's a very large yard. But again, there's never a leaf out of place. And, this last summer, I've had some time to go sit with Mrs. Slusher in the backyard, and we'll talk about things and admire the flowers and the plants that she's got growing back there. And they've done a great job. I'm 51 years old, so for at least that long, they've had a gorgeous, gorgeous yard. I did call them. They're not able to make it tonight, but you will recognize the yard for its beauty just by driving up and over the hill in Adams Street into the valley. So this is their award. Yeah. And they've been doing this for 50-some years. They've had perfection. Gwen Rose, Nikki, I'll give this to you to take. This is your neighbor. Do you want to talk about her or?
Gwen is the coolest lady I've ever met in Lakemore, I swear. her yard is like a fairy garden for the kids.
is.
When we come in, the kids go in and it's like I can't explain it. It's magical. She really does work so hard. And not only that, Gwen actually adopted one of our flower beds down at the park this
That's
year
part-
and strategically planted things so that they would come up in the spring and come in the fall. And she did that all on her own just to make it beautiful. And she even turned her shed into for the kids. The kids like make potions in there. It's
Nice.
magical.
It
So
is
and
magical.
it's just the best, and we all love it. So
It is, and
she
she lives. She has a Church Street address, and it actually is where Euclid Heights crosses over to go into the school where I work. So I'm lucky to pass that every day on the way to work. But if you can't tell from the street because she's got trees and a little bit of shrubbery and such blocking it, but she's got nooks and crannies and little like Nikki said,
Yeah,
little
it's
fairy nooks where the kids can
so
like
cool.
get together and have like a private meeting like
have,
in
like,
a
tea
hedge.
parties and
It's
stuff.
for
It's
real. Like
great.
she inspired me. That's why I started working on something similar for adults in my yard on Sunnyside. So she's really an inspiration. And I remember when I think that was the house they moved from Cuyahoga Falls when we were little. They moved it like on a flatbed.
It was a Sears home.
Yeah.
Do you remember the catalog?
Oh
homes?
yeah, they moved
Yeah.
it. There was not a home there when when I was little, but at one point they brought it there, and this family moved in, and she's still there.
Yeah.
And she's an amazing asset and blessing to the village. So Nikki, would you take this
Yes,
to your
I
neighbor?
would gladly take it to Gwen. She had a bad cold, so she didn't want to come and get everyone sick. But thank you, Gwen. For
And this is Gwen's. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I mean, and I'll just show you. There's a certificate, obviously, and a card. But this is local from Hatches.
Delicious.
Hatches. What is it called?
Hatches Honey.
Hatches Honey is in the bag. And my students, for a fundraiser this year, made Christmas ornaments. So I thought, how cute having a little Pooh Bear and honey. Just a little token of appreciation from the village, from me and the village and council for being so awesome at landscaping and keeping Lakemore beautiful. So we'll make sure that they get these awards. I had one more award, actually. It's to 2669 Sanitarium Road, and they have, for many, many years, received an award for their Christmas decorations, and I will give them their beautification award, too. He's the one with the banana trees, and on Sanitarium Road, he's got those big, what are they called, Tracy? The big leaf plants. It's like you're literally in a tropical jungle, and you have to dig those nuts out every year and overwinter them, dry them overwinter, and replant them in the spring. But that's what his yard is made of. So that's a lot of work. And their decorations, he's got the big lights. They're big Christmas lights. They're probably this big, and they look like the lights that the old school lights that we'd hang on our houses. But this is the first home I think that's got a Christmas and a beautification award. But they do a lot of work too. So I'm really.
But they go all out for Halloween too.
Yes, they do.
The kids love
It's that
when we
house. If
yes.
you're up and down Sanitarium Road, every holiday it's like. So, and the last award. I'm sorry, it's just taking time, guys, but this award is my favorite to give. I think every year. It's only the third year that I've been doing this one, but this is to someone who is so dutifully loyal to the village. It's the Village of Lakemore Volunteer of the Year Award for 2024, and this year I'm blessed to present it to my friend Dustin Boswell, who is, if you don't know Dustin, I'm sure you probably do, but he's the business manager of Springfield Local Schools, and as long as I can remember, he's been chief or second in command lining up the Memorial Day Parade every year for us, and he's got his hands in every endeavor that we do to make Lakemore and certain organizations improve and get better. He's in the Lakemore Lions Club with me. We had a chamber board meeting. He's in the Rotary with us, the Rotary Club. And just this morning, I had announced, I don't know if anyone made it, but I did announce to our board meeting at the Springfield Lakemore Chamber of Commerce, that I'm going to present this award to him. And all in attendance said, there is not anyone more dependable than that guy. Great job, great selection. So I'm thrilled to present this Village of Lakemore Volunteer of the Year Award 2024 to Dustin Boswell on January 21st, 2025 by the Lakemore Mayor. Thank you for your dedicated service to our community, Dustin. God bless you, buddy. You're awesome. Thank you for everything you do. Everything. I mean, just now somebody's. Oh, that's not yours. I'm sorry. Sorry, unless you want honey. But,
Get your picture together.
oh, sure.
She just need to hide behind
Got
you.
three.
One more. Yeah.
Thanks, Brian. Thank you. And thank you for being here, Carrie. That's Dustin's beautiful wife, Carrie, right there. She did save you a seat, bud, but thank you. And that was the last of my awards this evening. Again, it took a little while. We do have an officer to swear in tonight, so I'm really, really excited for that.
Make sure Mike meets her. Mike,
Oh, yeah.
Mike wants to meet
Oh,
her.
Mike wants to be here. He's got eyes everywhere, so he'll be an asset. Okay, thank you guys so much. Can we have one quick round of applause for everybody for being awesome stewards of what we're supposed to do, you know? Thank you guys. So at this time, is there a motion to return to the regular
I'll
order
make a
business?
motion to return to the regular order of business.
Thanks. Thank you, guys. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Coons?
Yes.
Mr. Reichner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Reading of ordinances and resolutions, please.
Resolution number 7428-2025, a resolution approving the police chief to hire Ederica Andre as a part-time patrol officer with the Lakemore Police Department. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Lakemore, County of Summit, State of Ohio. Section 1, Council approves to hire Ederica Andre as a part-time patrol officer with the Lakemore Police Department. Section 2, Ms. Andre will serve a 1-year probation. Section 3, it is hereby found and determined that all formal actions of this council concerning and relating to the passage of this resolution were adopted in an open meeting of this council, and that all deliberations of this council or any of its committees that resulted in such formal actions were in meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including Section 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code. Section 4 of this resolution is declared to be an emergency measure in the interest of the health, peace, and safety of the citizens of the Village of Lakemore. Therefore, this resolution should take effect immediately. Resolution number 7429-2025, a resolution confirming the mayor's appointments of Laura Cochran, John Strittmatter, 2 members from the fire department, and Clarence Bittner as board members of the Volunteer Firefighter Dependents Fund for 2025. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Lakemore, County of Summit, State of Ohio. Section 1, that the mayor's appointment of Laura Cochran, John Strittmatter, 2 members from the fire department, and Clarence Bittner as board members of the Volunteer Firefighter Dependents Fund for 2025 is hereby confirmed. Section 2, that it is hereby found and determined that all formal actions of this council concerning and relating to the passage of this resolution were adopted in an open meeting of this council, and that all deliberations of this council or any of its committees that resulted in such formal actions were in meeting open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including Section 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code. Section 3, this resolution is declared to be an emergency measure in the interest of the health, peace, and safety of the citizens of the Village of Lakemore. Therefore, this resolution should take effect immediately. Resolution number 7430-2025, a resolution authorizing an agreement with the law firm of Retzel and Andrus, LPA, for law director and other legal services and declaring an emergency. Whereas council desires to have Benjamin G. Chinaki continue to serve as the village solicitor, and for he and the law firm of Retzel and Andrus, LPA, to perform legal services for the village. Whereas an agreement between the village and the law firm of Retzel and Andrus, LPA, is necessary to continue the provision of law director and other legal services to the village in a timely manner. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Lakemore, State of Ohio, that Section 1, the mayor is authorized to execute on behalf of the village an agreement with the law firm of Retzel and Andrus, LPA, for law director and other legal services substantially in the form as the agreement attached hereto and incorporated by reference herein as Exhibit A. Section 2, it is found and determined that all formal actions of this council concerning and relating to the adoption of this resolution were adopted in an open meeting of this council, and that all deliberations of this council and any of its committees that resulted in such formal action were in meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including Section 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code. Section 3, this resolution is declared to be an emergency measure as an exercise of local self-government pursuant to Article
28.
8, no, it's not, 18.
18.
Section
Right.
3 of the Ohio Constitution and the Village Charter, and necessary for the immediate preservation of the general welfare of the village, and for the further reason that the village must continue to have the provision of uninterrupted legal services. Therefore, provided it receives 2/3 of the vote of all members of council elected to, this resolution shall be in full force and effect immediately upon its adoption by this council and approval by the mayor, otherwise from and after the earliest period allowed by law. Resolution number 7431-2025, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with the Summit County Public Defenders Commission for defense of indigents in the Akron Municipal Court for a period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Whereas the Village of Lakemore requires legal counsel in the Akron Municipal Court relative to the defense of indigent persons, and whereas the Summit County Public Defenders Commission possesses the requisite qualifications needed to provide such services. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Lakemore, County of Summit, State of Ohio, Section 1, that the mayor is hereby authorized to enter into a contract with the Summit County Public Defenders Commission for the defense of indigents in the City of Akron Municipal Court for the period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Section 2, the cost for such services shall be a sum not to exceed $230 per case for 2025. Section 3, the representation of indigent persons shall not exceed the fee schedule in effect and adopted by Summit County, Ohio. Section 4, a copy of this contract is attached hereto and made part hereof as if fully were written herein. Section 5, a certified copy of this resolution shall accompany the contract signed by the mayor and shall be forwarded to the Summit County Public Defenders Commission. Section 6, that it is hereby found and determined that all formal actions of this council concerning and relating to the passage of this resolution were adopted in an open meeting of this council, and that all deliberations of this council or any of its committees that resulted in such formal actions were meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including Section 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code. Section 7, that this resolution is declared to be an emergency measure in the interest of health, peace, and safety of the citizens of the Village of Lakemore. Therefore, this resolution should take effect immediately. Resolution number 7432-2025, a resolution accepting the agreements from Ohio Edison for street lighting in Hidden Lakes, phases 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Lakemore, County of Summit, State of Ohio. Section 1, Council accepts the agreements from Ohio Edison for street lighting in Hidden Lakes, phases 5, 6, 7, and 8. Section 2, the agreements are attached hereto and made part of as so fully were written herein. Section 3, it is hereby found and determined that all formal actions of this council concerning and relating to the adoption of this resolution were adopted in an open meeting of this council, and that all such deliberations of this council and any of its committees that resulted in formal action were in meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including Section 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code. Section 4 of this resolution is declared to be an emergency measure in the interest of the health, peace, and safety of the citizens of the Village of Lakemore. Therefore, this resolution should take effect immediately.
Thank you, Tracy. We've got a lot of business to get through tonight, but it will be quick. I have just two quick items for the mayor's report. One is the Rotary Quarter Auction is being held Saturday, February 1st. Doors open at 5 o'clock. $5 gets you in the door. I believe a $50 all-in paddle is going to be an option that evening. If you want to donate a basket, contact me or Tracy. You can bring them down here. We can serve as a collection spot for that. And we appreciate anyone who's willing and able to come out and help the Rotary make some money for scholarships and other civic, philanthropic endeavors that we undertake all the the
Was
Where
the
is
date on
it?
that again?
It's the Rotary Club.
No, what's the date?
February 1st.
February 1st, coming up.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And where is it?
At the Ellen Event Center. It's
On Market.
On Market Street, right when you turn left past the library off of Canton Road. It's a lot of fun if you've never been to one. And it's not that expensive for a fun night. And next, I would like to announce the Rock the Dock Tequila Tasting is happening. It's a tequila tasting fundraiser for the Rock the Docks event, and that is on Saturday, February 22nd, from 6:30 to 9:30 at Uncle Tito's. And you can get those tickets on Eventbrite online, okay? And just search Rock the Docks if you're able, and you can log in from there. I'll have some hard copy tickets probably this week if anyone wants to see me otherwise.
We'll share it on the village.
For sure, yeah.
Facebook
Thanks.
page.
Yep, thank you. That's all I had. So we're gonna start with Mr. Ray. Am I right for council report, please?
Cool. Yeah, I don't have all the time. Just our next council meeting will be February 3rd and Tuesday, February 18th. Both those are 6 p.m. here. Yeah, that and just a reminder, it's super cold today
Yeah.
and tomorrow. So
Yeah.
if you have any
Oh, yeah.
exterior
Just in
facing
case you
water
didn't know.
lines, make sure that you either open your cupboards, wrap them, or at least keep them running. That way they don't freeze and you have a huge mess on your hands.
That's right.
And also keep your dogs in.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, if you can't keep your dogs in, then stay outside with them.
it's like 5 minutes is like the most they should be out.
Yeah.
And
So,
the coyotes.
yeah, bring them in.
Pug won't even
No,
go.
just-
No. People have
Your
been
dogs
seeing
too.
coyotes, so keep them in,
Thanks.
so they don't get
John?
eaten.
I just remind everybody, Springfield Cable Channel 1023, for all you that are here this evening, you'll be able to go online into their YouTube and be able to see tonight's council meeting. You can also see the council meeting on Spectrum 1023. It'll be airing sometime afterwards for about a week or so. So anytime that we have a council meeting, you can always see them there. Any public meetings or anything will also be aired on the channel. And with that, I'll
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Want to thank the chamber for hosting the free roller skate on Monday. The kiddos had a good time, so thank you for that, guys.
Really nice turnout, too.
It was a really great turnout. Also, just wanted to congratulate all the winners for today. Thank you for keeping Lakemore beautiful, and also our Dustin Boswell over there, who's always doing great for Lakemore and Springfield, always showing up. And we're swearing in a new officer tonight, and we never have this many people here, so I'm just happy that you all are here. So that's all I have. I'm just happy you're here.
That's why we don't have more chairs.
We only have one person come, and
Thanks,
it's usually the
Nikki.
reporter.
Ed Eitner, please.
Yes, I would like to announce that the Lakemore United Methodist Church Food Pantry is 29th of the month. It's the last Wednesday of the month. We're handing out food from 4:30 to 6 p.m. I also like to announce that our council workshops are January 28th and February 11th, 6 p.m. I'd also like to thank the workers from our Public Works for all the hard work they've done with snow removal, and those poor guys that are out there fixing the broken water mains
tonight.
tonight.
Right now.
And I appreciate their hard work, and I hopefully
yesterday.
somebody will take them a cup of coffee or something.
Hey, we got a hot
Cookies.
pot right there.
Right.
So yeah, we should.
That's all I have.
Thanks, Ed. Heather.
All right, I would like to just say the next council meetings will be February 3rd and Tuesday, February 18th. Did you say it already?
Yes.
Oh, I missed it. My ADHD is all the, I got squirrels. I could
I
have
was getting ready to
swore.
go.
You did. So, okay, so I'm just reminding everybody again,
Ramble.
preemptively. Okay. And then I also would like to thank the DOPS, because, I mean, it is, it's brutal. We haven't been this cold in quite a long time, and they have a difficult job to begin with. So you throw in these temperatures. I know we've already been trying to thaw out water lines for neighbors and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just, and check on your elderly neighbors. You know, sometimes they think, oh, I can't afford to, you know, pick up the furnace or whatever. So just kind of check on them, make sure that they're doing okay, they're staying warm enough. You know, they have food to eat because sometimes they can't get out, especially if it's this cold. So that's one of the things I love about Lakemore is we do kind of check in on our neighbors, and we're kind of a tight-knit little group that, you know, we kind of watch out for everyone. So with that, I'm good.
Thanks, Heather. Administrator's report, please.
Just that my guys have been nonstop with, I think Jean's got like 50 hours overtime.
Oh, my.
So, sorry.
Megan's like,
And there'll be more.
Plowing, yeah, and They had a water break yesterday that took a long time. They've got one waiting, and they're working on another. And then it's the cold, and we got better pressure now, so.
Love this for the lake, though.
Huh?
I said I love this for the lake, though.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This cold weather won't do
I think it's
wonders.
the longest
Yeah, it'll
I've,
help.
For the
longest I've
toxic
seen the lake
algae
frozen
bloom, it's
over.
gonna finally be
Yeah.
cold enough to slow it.
But just remember to try not to park in the roadway if it's snowing, because it's hard to get plow trucks through. And keep your water running.
We've
Yeah.
got,
We had calls all day from people calling to say that their water is kind of yucky. It's slowing down. Well, your water line's freezing in your house. And what makes it bad is the longer it goes and all your pipes in your house freeze up, it's going to start going outside and it's going to hit a hydrant, or it doesn't stop. So just don't worry about the water bill. Let's just make sure you don't lose your water pressure.
Yeah.
And then have all your pipes explode. So, and yes, if there's an issue with keeping your heat up where it should be, we'll help you find some help. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll do what we can. So,
And we have the Springfield Assembly as well.
For warming center.
And, they also have said that they are more than willing to help anybody in the village with whatever needs needs to be met. So if, you have someone that needs stuff picked up, medications need picked up, it's too cold for them, anything that they need repairs, they need help with getting their water lines thawed out, all that stuff, call Tracy. She can get you in touch with somebody at the Springfield Assembly to get whatever is your issue. We'll try to get that handled, so.
Yeah, I want to add one thing too, especially about the guys with the DOPS. Like, we need to be very mindful in Lakemore that they're seasoned guys and they know how to treat the roads before the worse, more inclement weather, if there's such a thing, happens, right? So our roads are often a lot better than our surrounding environments, right? So just be mindful of that, because people wake up, especially these last 2 weeks, people have just gone outside of Lakemore and thought that the roads were wonderful everywhere, and in fact they're not. So we are blessed to have loyal, seasoned guys here on our team, huh, Tracy? They've done a great job, and people recognize that once you get on the outskirts, and they're really shocked to see how rough it truly is and how bad the weather is. Oftentimes they'll say, well, the roads look great, why are we closing school? And it's like, if you only knew, how bad it is in some of those side streets where everyone else has to drive. So we're thankful for having such a great
Sure.
team.
they're great.
Okay, is there anyone appearing before council? I'm sorry,
I
Sam.
don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, we're good.
Okay, nothing for old business, so we'll go right into new business. Mr. Stripmatter, please.
yes, I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 7428-2025, a resolution approving the police chief to hire Edrika Andre as part-time patrol officer with the Lakemore Police Department. But first, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the 3 reads.
I second.
Roll call.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coons?
Yes.
I'll second the original.
Roll call.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coons?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Now, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the regular order of business for the swearing in of our new officer.
I second.
Roll call.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coons?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Okay, Chief, you're on.
All right.
Did I butcher it?
Chief, I
Anyway.
forgot to see if you had any report. Did you have any report for the council, or you're just, okay, I'm sorry about that. Thank you.
It's my boyfriend Matthew.
Hi, Matthew.
Should I get out of here?
Hey. I'm excited. Thanks, guys.
I'm just gonna stay
This is
right
the
here.
Peace Officer Commission and Oath of Office. So on this date, You are hereby being commissioned to serve as a part-time patrol officer for the Village of Lakemore Police Department pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, Section 737.16, and as such, you shall affirm the following. I, Ederica B. Andre,
I, Ederica B. Andre,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances
and the laws and ordinances
of the Village of Lakemore,
of the Village of Lakemore,
and will discharge the duties
and will discharge the duties
of the office of
of the office of
part-time police officer,
part-time police officer,
which I have been appointed
which I have been appointed
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Welcome aboard, officer.
you.
Thank you for being here. I'm sorry. I'm Rick Foley. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. We have some signatures, please. He's in charge. He'll tell us.
You need to sign
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
I'm excited. Thank you guys. Today's the 21st.
21, yes, ma'am.
And the time there, you sign down here.
Yep, thank you. Right here, you said, right? Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
I would also like
Sir
to
Council President.
congratulate our new officer and everybody that
This line here.
received awards tonight, and a special shout out to Dustin Boswell
Yeah,
on being volunteer
Laura.
of the year. He's always there.
Yes, thank you, Laura. That was, for those that don't know, that's Mrs. Cochran. She usually sits right there by Sam, and she's our council president. And you may not know, but she was elected for, I think it's her 10th year as council president here in Lakemore.
Thank you. That's it.
Oh,
That's it?
sorry. Thank you.
right, thank
Welcome aboard,
Thank
Derek.
you.
Yes. Thank you.
Now I'd like to make a motion to return to the regular order of business.
Thanks, John. Thanks, Ed. Roll call.
Right, Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Thanks, guys. 2 minutes. Mr. Ray's up, then Mr. Stripmatter, then Mr. Reitner. Take it away, guys.
All
Thank
right,
you.
let's do it. I want to make a motion to adopt Resolution 7431-2025. This is a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into contract with the Summit County Public Defenders Commission for the defense of indigents in the Akron Municipal Court for a period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. But first, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the 3 readings.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
I'll second the original as well.
Thank you, Heather. Roll call, please.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 7428-2025, a resolution that approves the police chief to, wrong one. My bad.
Okay.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 7429-2025, a resolution confirming the mayor's appointment of Laura Cochran, John Strittmatter, and 2 members of the fire department, and Clarence Bittner as board members of the Volunteer Firefighters Dependency Fund for 2025. But first, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the 3 reads.
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
I'll second the original as well.
Thanks, Heather. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
I would like to make a motion to adopt resolution numbers 7432-2025, a resolution accepting the agreement from Ohio Edison for street lighting and Hidden Lakes Phase 5, 6, 7, and 8. First, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the 3
A
readings.
second.
Roll call.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Second the original.
Thanks, John. Roll call.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
I don't see any motion or any reason to go into executive session. So I just want to make a motion to adjourn then.
On second?
Roll call.
Mr. Reitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Thank you,
Meeting
guys.
is-
Thank you, council.
meeting adjourned.
Good job. Good meeting.
I can't believe we got all that.